Hi, third grade families. Here is week 3 of learning for you guys. If you come back to the district website and click on the continuous learning, it'll link you right to our third grade website. And come on down on our third grade website. And for language arts this week, we're going to be reading a story called The Foot Race Across America. If you click on the first link, it's going to bring up your journey story for you right here. You can listen to it by clicking the microphones on it or the speakers on it, or you can read it yourself, either way. Underneath of that is our spelling words for this week, and it also has some optional spelling activities you can do with each of the spelling words. This week's spelling words have that vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel pattern. And pay close attention. A couple of our spelling words this week have to have a capital letter at the front, like in Monday and Sunday, because they're proper nouns. Don't forget the capital letter on them. Next thing that you have for our ELA is vocabulary cards. From now on, all of our vocabulary words are going to be review words that we've had before, so it's going to come out looking a little bit different. It's going to have the vocab word here and the definition beside it. You can print them out and play a matching game. You could write them on cards to play a matching game. You can just practice reading over them, whatever works best for you. And then once you come down a little bit further, here's our math. And on math right here, you'll have your Math Sprout review like we've been doing all the other weeks for Monday. There's some great problems on there for you to practice. These ones right here, it tells you what to do on Monday and then what to do on Tuesday. You can just do the Monday step on Monday and the Tuesday step on Tuesday. And as always, down at the bottom, you will find the answer key in case you need help with anything. And then the last thing right here on math, we are going to be starting our new chapter over geometry. And with geometry, we have a lot of new vocab words to go over. So I kind of wanted to go over some of these with you guys this morning as well. If you go to print these off yourself at home, the first page is the vocab words, and then the next page has the definitions. So if you print front to back, they'd print on the back of them. If not, you can print them on separate pages and match them up. The very first word we have, my suggestion if you do print them off, is organize them by the lessons. Right here it'll tell you what lesson we're going to use that vocab word in. So like this one's lesson 14.1. And then that way you could pull, when you go to do lesson 14.1, you can pull all the 14.1 vocab cards out to review them. The first word right here that we're going to see come up in lesson 14.1 is an angle. And it's made when the two rays share the same endpoint right here. An endpoint is right there at the end showing you it's the beginning of our ray. And we can also scroll down and find ray for you. They don't put them in order, so you kind of got to play around and look at them. Here is a ray. An array is just part of a line with one endpoint to it. And then we can also look at, for 14.1 right here, a right angle. And a right angle is made when it has a 90-degree angle here in the corner, or it forms a square in the corner. Also in lesson 14.1, we are going to be talking about a vertex. And that's right here highlighted on this one. And that's the shared endpoint where two rays meet up at. So those are the 14.1 vocab words. And if we come back up to the top, let's look over the 14-2. For lesson 2, we are going to be talking about the different attributes. Let me see. I think it was up here. Right here, this is the card, the attributes. Attributes are just those characteristics or what describes the shape. So like this attribute's talking about how it has 4 right angles or 4 squared angles, and then how the opposite sides run parallel. So those attributes just to describe it. And then we're also going to be talking about polygons in chapter 14-2. And a polygon right here is a closed two-dimensional shape with 3 or more straight sides that don't cross each other. So to be a polygon, you gotta have many sides, so 3 or more, and they can't ever cross, and it has to be a closed shape. It's none of our three-dimensional shapes either. They're the flat two-dimensional shapes. Some of the polygons we're going to be looking at in this chapter is going to be a triangle. We know tri means 3, so it means it has 3 sides, and it has 3 angles inside of it also. And then we're going to talk about the quadrilateral. Here's 2 examples of quadrilaterals. Quad means 4, so it means it has 4 angles and it has 4 sides. The 4 angles and 4 sides can look different in each of the quadrilaterals. We're also going to get to talk about a pentagon. Penta means 5, so pentagon has 5 sides and 5 angles. We also have a hexagon. Hex means 6, so we have 6 sides and 6 angles on our hexagon. And then an octagon. Octa means 8, so we know it has 8 sides and it has 8 angles to it. So all of those shapes are going to come out in lesson 2 this week. Next week we'll look at lesson 14-3, and inside that one you're going to start talking about more specific shapes. For instance, you will come across a right triangle, which just means it's that triangle with the 3 angles and sides, but one of the angles has to make that right angle or that square angle in it. In lesson 14-4, we're going to look at some more attributes or characteristics of different shapes, and one of the ones that will be talked about a lot is parallel. When we're talking about parallel, it means equal distance apart, and the lines will never cross. They'll keep going equal distance apart if they kept going. We'll also get introduced into a trapezoid in lesson 14-4, and a trapezoid, let me find it, it's down here, it is right here. A trapezoid is a quadrilateral with 1 pair of parallel sides. So this pair of sides are parallel, but these 2 are not. So that's what a trapezoid is. We'll also get to talk about a parallelogram. And our parallelogram is right here. It is a quadrilateral also with both pairs of opposite sides that run parallel. So the difference between the trapezoid and parallelogram is trapezoid has 1 pair of parallel sides, the parallelogram has 2 pairs of parallel sides. We're also going to get the chance to look at a very familiar shape to you guys all, the rectangle right here. Our rectangle, again, is a quadrilateral that is a parallelogram because both pairs of sides, opposite sides, are parallel, but it also has 4 right angles to it, are the attributes to describe this rectangle. We're going to get to look at a rhombus right here. And a rhombus, again, is a quadrilateral and a parallelogram with 4 equal sides to it. So all 4 sides are equal on it. And then the other one that's a very familiar shape to you is our square. And our square kind of meets all of those attributes. It is a quadrilateral, a parallelogram, it has 4 right angles to it, and 4 equal sides to describe it. So those are our vocab words. On the backs with the definitions, they have different questions that you can answer and look up, or you do not have to. The red gives you the definition, and then the black just kind of gives you an activity if you'd like an extension to go along with your vocab cards. Those are right there. And that is what we have for you for Monday, April 13th. The first day of starting week 3 of our continuous learning plan. Remember, if you need any tools for our math toolkit, you can click here. You have your 1-minute multiplication test, your 1-minute division test. You can keep practicing there. And then right here you have your extra learning activities. We have some science in there. We still have some extra videos to go along with our reading and science and social studies, so check it out if you want anything extra to go along with it. Also, Greenbush has some really cool science lessons. If you click here, you can go check those out. I hope you have a wonderful week on week 3, and if you have any questions, like always, email your child's teacher and we'd be happy to help. Have a great day.